Hello and welcome to another modelling video. This is Alan from the Mokono Man at YouTube with another model video. Unboxing, building and reviewing the 4D models 1 to 133 scale RQ-4 Global Hawk. A large drone aircraft flown by the United States during the 2000s in Afghanistan for surveillance purposes. One of the first widespread use and media publicized examples of this new age of warfare. It comes in a later generation of the Chinese manufacturer's line of aircrafts. This one is more of a 3D puzzle with loose parts and a small set of runners. Clear components, simple color printed instructions, and a sticker sheet with markings. 4D started off as an educational resource, creating aid tools that demonstrate everything from the human body to historical subjects and mechanical aids. They come from a place of being more toy-like than model kit, the first models being very primitive, made out of coloured recycled materials. Depending on line and subject, they can get pretty good. Even if consumed like a children's toy, there's a lot of traditional scale model issues such as seams, assembling, flash lines, nubs, which modelling method and materials can fix. In addition, the issue with a box of parts and a set of instructions is not knowing what is what. Like a puzzle or early, lesser known garage kit, you'll have to sub-categorize and sort the parts out to identify. I went into bits of wings, fuselage, and everything else. The instructions are like a sprawling map with numbers showing where you should target first, the little boxes, as these sub-assemblies are required to be put together before you target everything else. Really, the order is actually not that important. This is a snap kit. It is designed to be put together without any tools, know-how or experience with model building. It is also pre-coloured and can be displayed after it's haphazardly quickly forced together. On the surface, there's some interesting and weird aspects of where the seams are placed and how it goes together, and a few interesting choices of colour and even the clear parts around the intake and landing gear. All of it I'm going to paint and not utilise. The panels are on the much heavier side, which takes to hand painting very nicely and kind of doesn't resemble the box art. There can be issues of using the wrong title or a version of what's in the box, what's displayed in writing and what's pictured. I found the box to be really misleading and ugly. The landing gear is brilliant. It just slots straight in one part, simplified but good enough for being seen underneath. Nice little handy base too. Some of the really early and first generation models can be incredibly bad and look nothing like, wrong proportions or wrong scale. This one is not too bad at all and does look like the drone it's meant to depict. That's why I've decided to polish it up and make it a bit nicer. In bringing out this luster, sense of scale and definition is the application of paint and finishes. First, I'm applying a priming undercoat, not necessarily using a filler primer as not to clog up detail or cause issues. I'm thinning down to the viscosity of water, automotive, off-white car paint with a premium slow drying automotive thinner through an AliExpress bought 0.5mm airbrush. Very budget conscious but with pretty decent results. The goal is to neutralize the different colors of plastic, find any faults in the model that needs fixing, a light shade to make the paint pop and bright, lastly a barrier to connect the paint from the plastic to future layers. With adequate time to dry and chemically harden, I use painters or washi tape on the wings, which is the already correct tone, to shield that from the top coat applied over the fuselage. I honestly really don't like the box art or anything from the scale, view or colour scheme, and had a look around Google for different references and schemes how I'd like to colour it, and went for a US Air Force grey. It's receiving 3 tones for definition and shading, but advised for darker on top and lighter in bottom, cascading to still account for shadowing, as this is the norm currently for US aircrafts. I swapped to a 0.3 double action airbrush at a lower 11 to 15 psi for dusting. Threw a darker coat on the base. After a few days to fully dry and cure, we remove the mask to show the complete scheme. With no bleed overspray or paint whipping up, it was very successful. Touch of hand painting around the wheels and landing gear, followed with tamiya panel line accent color black to sludge wash on the panels and details for definition. This was furtherly thinned down with gum turpentine to flow easier and wiped back before drying. My range of modern and US decals is not too good. Didn't want to purchase water slides and definitely want to utilize markings, so went for the existing stickers and hope and prayed. They were clear, cut as close as possible near the actual shape and applied roughly where they needed to be. Then applied a few coats of gloss clear to seal it in and give it a bit of a sheen. The intent was to buff and sand if there was raised edges, but it seemed to match the panels. This polished up and finished a lot nicer than it had any right to doing so, especially from its bare plastic finish and box art. A couple of small issues, which isn't a big deal, and you can put way too much effort and work if you really wished, like filling in the overly sized panels and rescribing or leaving it, and reworking the landing gear or just not having it at all. Outside of this, it looks like the vehicle it's meant to depict in proportion, size, scale, look, everything. It is stupid cheap and affordable, found from Amazon, AliExpress to eBay. Pretty fun to make, a little unconventional in the order of its assembly. Little seam line work definitely needed. Had fun, love it, definitely highly recommend it for all sorts. Up to you how much effort you choose to put in. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, until next time, stay tuned for further content. I've made many of these 4D models over the years, plenty reviews that you can view through, including tanks. Consider having a look at the description section where I have a few social medias and other content of finished models. Videos are posted weekly. Would much appreciate if you feel obliged for a like and a comment. The platform in current days is very rough for us older content creators, but still having a good time and sticking to my guns. Thank you very much, and until next time, catch you guys later. See ya.